Hey, Grinshaw TCG here, and today we're back with some VGC. So, you may see Kyurem. Yeah, we're using Kyurem Kyurem White today. Also with Dustin and Cross. Yeah, we have two different fusions. I just realized, but just recently, just before while setting this up, basically. But whatever, it's fine. So we're using a Kyurem team with also Zekrom. Zekrom. That's the other Gen 5 dude. So basically the idea here is we're basically having Kyurem with Specs and Terra Ice Blizzard with Snow Warning, just to go absolutely crazy and KO most things. Then we've also got Fusion Flare and Earth Powers coverage, and then Freeze Dry for Koga mostly. Well, you obviously have to switch out if you want to use Blizzard after that, but still. That's just more of like an extra use case type thing. But yeah, also, you might see we also have a ability shield on Ninetales. That's mostly because, at least, I haven't done that many battles, to be fair, on this format. I've done like 2 just to test the team out. So I'm going into this basically blind. But yeah, I versed a decent amount of Wheezing, so ability shield's gonna come in handy to just get the hell up regardless. Sadly, Turbo Blaze doesn't do the same thing. I don't think it's something that is well, as in that it avoids neutralizing gas. I'm pretty sure it's doing a send off, but I don't know. But yeah, with Ninetales also got Roval, Freeze Dry, Iso Wind, and Desert Flame, kind of like just general decent moves. Freeze Dry is the same reason for Kyurem, really, but also Iso Wind's just amazing for the speed control, especially on Ninetales or something that fast. I think it's 110 base speed, I'm pretty sure. So same thing with how people used Raichu back in the day with Electro Web. So, well, actually, I don't know how long Electro Web's been the thing for. It was definitely there for Gen 8, maybe Gen 7 and 6. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it's the same idea as that. Also got Chiyu, absolutely really good Pokemon. Also, the Beezy Ruin is amazing to then make it easier for Kyurem to KO things. In case it either won't get KO with Blizzard or it's stuck using one of the other moves. And yeah, we've also got Terra Grass, which is interesting. Obviously to you know, take water and ground hits a lot easier, but also Terra Blast to, you know, deal with the water types a lot easier and ground types. But yeah, I think it does roughly half, I think, to Koga with Grass Terra Blast, so it's not bad. But yeah, I think the ideal move for that is probably Snell, most likely. This is also Scarf, so it does outspeed a lot of things, especially with well, I don't know if I think Chiyu's one of the well, Tablets of Ruin legendaries that have the okay, good skip. Have 145 base speed or 135. I can't remember. It's the same speed. It would be the same speed as Shampoo if it has it, if it does. But yeah, and it's also speed tying with Marion and Crydon. It's a very weird interaction there with speed, so hopefully Choice Scarf will make it a lot easier to outspeed things. Also, it outspeeds Shadow Rider and stuff, which, I mean, they're most likely on the Terra Fairy if they are Terra Fairy, so Dark Pulse or Snarl is a little bit weird. I mean, Snarl's not bad still, but depends. Then we have Tornadus with the usual moveset you'll normally see, except for Snowscape. Instead of what was it, Rain Dance normally. Snowscape's just amazing. If you know, instead of having to switch in Ninetales, you can just set up yourself. It's amazing because you can set up with you can lead with Kyurem, Tornadus, Tailwind, and then Blizzard or whatever you want to do, and hope you land the hit, I guess. And then next turn Snowscape, or switch into Ninetales depending on if it gets knocked out or not. If the Tornadus gets knocked out or not. Cobra Cloak, just the usual stuff. I would probably, if I had time, I'll probably change the Flying Terror to Dark. I feel like probably better. It's been flying for ages, which I guess makes sense. It's the default one. But yeah, then we have Necrozma, Prism Armor, amazing, Clear Amulet. So this is basically a mix, it's kind of a mix between Lunala and Solgaleo, with the fact that, yeah, it's Clear Amulet, like, full metal body to then, you know, not negate, but stop, stat drops, I guess. Or at least from abilities. I'm pretty sure it's in general, for Clear Amulet at least. And then Prism Armor makes it takes less damage from super effective attacks, so... And similar idea to Shadow Shield, where you take less damage. But this one isn't for all types of damage, but also it doesn't just last the first hit when at full HP, so it just depends. But yeah, we got just an offensive set pretty much. If I had different Pokemon, I would have Chromalite instead. But yeah, Photo Guide's kind of cool though, with the fact that it can hit physically and specially. If this was the other than a Necrozma form, then yeah, that would be amazing. Well, actually no, I think it's special normally isn't it, as a base, yeah. So it's probably a good thing it hits physically too in that case. Yeah, I forgot. It's base special, but then they can do both. But yeah, Sunsteel Strike and Rock Slide just for flinching and also ignoring abilities like Disguise and stuff, which, I mean, Mimikyu's not really going to be around too often, but it's an example, so there you go. And then Terra Water, just because, you know, I guess fire moves are used a lot. I couldn't really think of a decent Terra besides Water, really, for this. Maybe Dragon, to then resist the, again, the fire moves, but I don't know. I guess it might be better though, just because, they're probably not going to be using Grass on the turn that you Terra because it's a Steel type, unless they Ultra Mega Big Brain it and predict the Terra, but I don't know. And then we've got Bramblecast. I mean, if you have Tornadus in the free spot, chuck on Bramblecast. It's the same moveset as the one from my original team. I think I at least changed it at some point. I can't remember. Just in case if this is different though, or you haven't seen the other video, depending on which is which. It's got Bullet Seed just to stop Focus Sash, basically like Focus Sash, Water Urshifu, Poltergeist. Absolutely crazy unless you miss. That's kind of really annoying if that does happen. But I think it's a 120 or 130 base power move or something. This target has to have an item, so you gotta watch out if the target has maybe like if it's used up a booster energy or I don't know, like Electric Seal or something. Like a decent amount of Miraidon teams have. But yeah, and then also Terra Blast with Ice Terror. Why not? I'm pretty sure at the time it was mainly for Miraidon or something, but Poltergeist just OHKOs anyway. I've seen from today, so not sure what I would change the Terra to. But there you go. I guess I have some other grass types to be fair, but or flying types. I don't know. Dragon, other dragon types, I guess, like Giratina, or Koraidon, I guess. Because I mean, Giratina gets OHKO'd by, well, most likely it gets OHKO'd by Poltergeist. I don't know. I found one this morning while I'm testing it, so I didn't really get a chance to, because Kyurem was the one in the front and Bramblecast was not being brought to the battle because the rest of the team. But I don't know. Anyway, that said, let's get into some battles and see if Kyurem can sweep some teams. If not, at least do this amount of damage, because I'm actually very curious how good this actually is, because this is kind of a gimmick but kind of not. I don't know. I'm also very curious if we verse any Weezing, so that ability shield actually comes in handy. But see, I would have had Light Clay instead, or maybe the Icy Rock, but maybe Covert Cloak if I wasn't using Alternators. But oh, Sash wouldn't be too bad actually. God, there are a decent amount of options you can have for a lot of Ninetales apparently. Anyway, let's actually move on and see how well this goes. Yeah, okay, we have Eternatus and Rayquaza. That's it's very much a tank team with Tinglo and Overcoil. Don't really see Overcoil much more, do nowadays, but I also did try a Rayquaza team with what was it? Dragon Cheer and stuff. That was very crazy. Now this looks like a decent time for Kyurem, to be honest. Tailwind is a problem, so that's fine. Let's try this one. I'll leave for my upper faces off screen. I don't think Brrrrr is gonna be amazing here. It's not bad. This Poltergeist does hit quite a few things here for neutral, at least. When I say quite a few, it's like not about half the team, I think, but which isn't bad. But well, I'll say neutral, but you know, not super effective, I should say. Or not resisted. Jeez, I don't know. I need to hurry up. I'm just gonna go Tornadus. These two, I think. I'll do that. Hopefully Chiyu will counteract the Tinglu's ability, at least. Overcool Fluttermane. Okay. Well, Fluttermane is there, so I kind of need to. I need Tailwind, I think. They could Trick Room though. Okay, well, we're still Terra, so it's not weak to Fairy at least. I think just in case I will go for... I could Snowscape. God, okay. Okay, we'll just go for accuracy. Hopefully that turns out okay. They're terroring. Oh no. Okay, that might be a problem. Is that Flame to fire or something? No, you go. Okay, they just go for full offense. Okay. So. I mean, they don't have booster, so it's a decent chance that it's Sash, which is kind of annoying. I guess I can tell when to turn after, to be fair, if Fumie survives. Hopefully they're not going for Trick Room, which, I mean, they tear it into offensive types, so most likely no. But, we'll see. Yeah, they go for Gleam, okay. So Torn most likely gets KO'd here, at least gets, yep. Kyurem does survive though. I don't know what Overcool's going to be doing, but I guess we'll find out if it, assuming it does survive at least, but we'll see. And neither are Sash. Oh, here we go. The problem is we don't have Tailwind. Just kind of annoying, so I could have... Well, if I went for Tailwind, there was a decent chance I might not have landed them, so... I don't know. Hey, we at least got two of them down at least, that's not bad. Yeah, I could have Aurora Veil though. We'll switch in here. So, I can either Aurora Veil or switch into Chiyu if I need the extra damage output, but... We'll see. Tinglo, okay, I might do that. At least they can't tear it into something that resist it. Oh. These two are weak to, weak to ice. Hold on a second. I think I'm gonna switch back though. Just in case if the Tinglu's ability others. What's it called? I know it. What is the ability called? Is it Vessel? Is that the one? E-Speed though. The ice defense boost! Oh yeah. Not the ice, the snow. Is that enough? Yes it is! Chiyu coming in clutch, hell yeah. Well, assuming that was Chiyu that helped out there, but... Still. Well, that was probably an easy match to show off how good Kyurem can be. Obviously, doesn't have that the last two Pokemon were weak to ice, and the first two, neither of them had Sash. But, it did work, yeah. Ooh, Ice Rod and Zacian. Okay. Probably not the greatest matchup for Kyurem. Well, I guess either one, really. Zacian's definitely the one doing the most damage to Kyurem in particular, but Ice Rod is there. I could just go Tailwind into you. Maybe. The crossbow isn't bad, to be fair. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. This... I think I go Tailwind mode, I think. Chiyu is pretty decent here. I guess that as well. It'd be good to have the crossbow maybe instead, but we'll see. The thing is, I don't know if we're gonna need Tailwind entirely, because the only fast thing there is Ashian. I'm just scared they're gonna lead it and then maybe Oko. If they do that, I might have to Fusion Flare instead, but we'll see. Instant was Ashian, yeah. They are going to fake out, for sure. In that case, do I just let them take out, was it, Ninetales then? To be fair, I could just go to you. I'm gonna hope they're gonna go for Behemoth Blade then. We'll see, I guess. I'm also hoping they go for Fake Out as well into either slot, really. But we'll see eventually once the game loads. I guess it's like the time to talk about the new Switch 2 update for this game. This is on Switch 1 because I don't have a Switch 2 yet. But yeah, the fact that this game can run at 60 FPS now is insane. It just looks so much better. Yeah, they go for Fake Out. Still did a decent amount of damage though for Fake Out. I guess it is not. I guess she's super bulky. But okay, why did you do that? Did you really rage quit just because I switched into that? He nearly carried me anyway. You know the muffin man. Okay, This is awkward because of Wide Guard. Assuming Lunala has both. I know it definitely learns it, but I don't know if Lunala uses it nowadays. I'm sure it definitely does. But I see a Miraidon, so I'm gonna go Brambleghast. That seems very stupid, but a very stupid reasoning for it, but we'll see. Chiyu isn't too bad if they don't Terra the Ogerpon. But we'll go for that. We have not used the crossbow yet. I'm sure it's fine. Alright, Miraidon Grimmsnarl. Okay. So... let's hope this isn't... Okay, do I need to Terra or not? Please do not have an item that gets used up. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna straight Brambleghast it. Oh, hold on. They might reflect though. That could be a problem. I'm gonna go for it anyway, because I'm still curious how much this still does. With Reflect Up, if that's what they do. There is a chance they also don't know what Brambleghast does. So I might not see it as a threat, but we'll see what happens, I guess. They could also go for T-Wave. Nah, they go for Reflect. Yep. Okay, cool. So, we'll see how much this does in the end then. Salt Fist. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Great. Okay. That was completely undeserved, but... hey, I guess I gotta do more experimenting then to see how much that does. Actually, well, okay, to be fair, I can just damage calc it, to be fair. But no. Anyway, here's Nirvana. Hello. Okay. So, that's not because of the defense boost, but also, no Poltergeist into that, at least. They are probably gonna Trick Room, aren't they? I guess I'll just Bullet Seed. And then, more importantly, Taunt. I guess it also prevents Wide Guard later on as well, if it gets to that point quick enough in the game, but... yeah, that's T-Wave. Alright, so... Brambleghast is basically regular speed now, until Tailwind goes away, and it's just super slow. We don't get paralyzed. That first hit doesn't do much at all, but this is basically neutral. There's what's with all the crits? Okay, that's how much it should be doing. Okay. Yeah, so not a lot. Calm Mind. Oh, that as well. Okay, that might have... Okay, so it might not have Trick Room then. Which is good to know. I guess I'll just Bleak Wind. I don't know. Okay, get some decent damage in. Hopefully we hit all 5 and crit a bunch of them. I don't know. That's 2. No, okay. Seems like I'm getting somewhat unlucky with a Bullet Seed recently. That's not too bad. Moongeist, but yeah, that's gonna be a knockout. Okay, so now I think is when we go for Kyurem. Okay, I've never seen that animation for Rainbow Cast. It's funny how it just tumbles backwards. Okay. I could step a Royal, to be fair. Nah, we're here for Kyurem. Okay, so now this turn I can either Snow Escape or Bleak Wind. Ideally, or I can just switch into Ninetales, but I think we just... How many turns of Torn has this got? 1. Well, they can't protect, so hopefully that should be fine. To be fair, okay, I'm gonna actually switch now, actually. Might be better. It'd be funny if Grimmsnarl has, like, Sunny Day or something. I don't think it can learn it, but it'd be very funny if it had that. Because I know Sableye does, and they're kind of similar in vibe, so maybe. But we'll see. I just realized there is a lot of reflections out of my glasses at the moment, if I look at the camera, or, like, even towards the screen. But and hopefully it doesn't look too stupid. Yeah, there's D-Wave. Wow. Maybe I should have stayed in the tornadoes just in case if I get paralyzed here. No, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. So being paralyzed is still gonna be annoying though. But we'll see. What was our last Pokemon then? Since Ryland's not there anymore. It's still somehow got KO'd. There goes Talon though, so hopefully Ninetales can outspeed still. Urshi, oh, is this water dark though? It's water. Man, I wish I had Freeze Dry. I guess I can switch. Well, Tornadoes outspeeds no matter what, and then Tailwind. Oh, Tailwind's gone. Oh. They are definitely gonna. Okay, I might actually just. Wait, is it slightly stronger? Yeah. I might just go for that instead. They do Terra, so maybe it might be better to Freeze Dry then if this is Terra Water. It's Ghost. Okay. Well. You still die to Blizzard if it, you know, if we can use the Blizzard. I probably should go for Icy Wind in that case, but yeah, let's go on that. That's gonna do a lot. Yep. Okay, I think we should be okay though. Maybe, because we have Torn as well. And well, Sash is broken if it is that, so. Ninetales does also have Reflectors up, but that doesn't really matter too much, and it is the terrain. Now, unless this is Scarf, I think we're okay. I guess I'll just go for Bleak Wind, and then I could go for Icy Wind, but I think we're both of the Pokemon outspeed anyway. And I mean, Desert Gleam's still stronger regardless. It is also -1 as well, so yeah. The close combat did help that out a lot. Thanks, Urshifu. Oh, okay. That's a thing. I think I'm just gonna go Rainbow Gas mode. And then I guess these two. Oh, Chiyu though, hold on. I might need to change you. Oh, let's open the don't need it. Third pawns, enter. Wow. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go after the Ogre-Pon. So it's a bit easier to KO. One thing, but also I can deal with Zamazenta maybe if I can taunt it at least as a wide guard. But they are gonna go for Terra Ogre-Pon probably. Yep, okay. As long as they don't go for Spiky Shield, I think we can KO. I think we're doing enough here. But I think they were mainly doing it just so that Bleak Wind doesn't hit it for double damage and stuff, but to be fair, we also do have to hit the Poltergeist too. But there's always the extra text of it being attacked by an item. I always think that it's gonna miss. It's really scary. That doesn't happen, but it's fine. Ogre-Pon goes down, and they also use up the Terror. So it does make things a bit easier in that case. Oh, okay. Well, I definitely need to taunt it this turn then. So I can't wide guard or Iron Defense now. So it's probably got those two moves and then probably Body Press. And Protect, probably. Anyway, hello. Wait, don't want to go left. Didn't do that. Terror Blast? Maybe. I don't know if it's gonna do enough, but hopefully +1 Life Orb, and I guess Stab as well. Hopefully that's enough. But we'll see. Be good if this does, because we haven't seen Gramgast get a lot of KOs recently. Which, to be fair, I haven't really used it in every team, but still. Well, besides the VGC team, which is like the regional team that I used it with. Just the main point of it. Okay, cool. Okay, that was a crit. I don't know if that mattered. I'm gonna guess it did, most likely. But, well, I don't know if it's specially if it's in the bulky. Could be both, but... Oh, you bloody pressed the wrong slot, my son. I don't know why I said that, but whatever. High Primarina. Okay. Poltergeist? Yep, might be Poltergeist time. I don't know why I said Poltergeist, it's Poltergeist. Do I have... Yeah, okay, 9 tails stack there, so I don't have to go for Snowscape this turn. Hold on, is that still taunted? Yeah. Taunted last turn, okay. I could go for Bullet Seed, but Poltergeist... It might miss though, I might need to do that instead. Or that protects doesn't really matter. Okay, so they might be targeting Gramgast this turn, which is going to be very scary. Hopefully we can get some damage in, maybe get a speed drop. Oh wait, miss, okay. Okay, so what did Zamazenta go into then? Oh, what did that target? Yeah, okay. There we go. Alright. It is still taunted. So... maybe it's time for Kyurem? Well, actually, to be fair, I can just Fusion Flare. Yeah, I probably should just Fusion Flare. Instead of going for the Blizzard. So it is kind of scary with it, you know, being next to a Piranha, but I could still Snowscape to get the defense boost. It is, I think it's at +3 though, isn't it? No, back. Okay. It is at +3, right? Yeah. It's not because I'm trying to like read the face goes off the screen because it's tiny. I should probably rethink the face game a bit differently. I think we'll just go for Bleak Wind, I think, and just hope it's okay. I do have free showing on the 9 tails at least. So hopefully it'll KO for Primarina. That's if this does KO though. It does. Okay, so just Primarina. We should be okay, I think. Most likely. That's a Hyper Voice though. That's gonna KO Tornadoes, but okay. We could go for Aurora Veil, which might be worth it because they're probably gonna Moon Blast next turn. Tailwind is gone, which doesn't really matter. Especially because Ninetales has Icy Wind, but honestly, I think the Freeze Dry will be fine. That should be okay. If Ninetales survives next turn, I can just Freeze Dry again anyway. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, I'll have the Freeze too. Yeah, that'll do it as well. So I think Fusion Flare would probably thaw it out most likely if it does survive. No, it doesn't matter regardless. I also rage. I don't know why you do that. It's at the end. It's literally the last thing of the game. Also, I love Primo just standing defiantly, just like not moving. It's really funny. So that was Kyurem. Yeah. Also, I didn't realize to earlier, but after recording that part, but I forgot to put the Switch audio on. So there'll be some sort of other random audio, and now I've got the actual audio from the Switch. So be kind of a bit weird being different things there, but it's fine. Anyway, so Kyurem did this thing there. I can't quite remember the first couple levels, but Kyurem did do some damage for sure. Also, the fact that it has access to fire moves is very nice when you're up against steel types. When you got Earth Power as well, but Fusion Flare is definitely a better move. Earth Power is just kind of there for for electric types, but if you can't hit it regardless with any other moves normally, but yeah. It was also really cool to see Ability Shield. Ability Shield didn't really do anything to it. I don't know. But yeah. Snow Morning. Yeah, it was just really cool though. Seeing Kyurem do its thing and Ninetales being a really good support Pokemon. And also Bramblegast going absolutely crazy at the end there. I don't think Across didn't really do much to it in the end. Also, the inclusion for Shiyu, absolutely amazing. The fact that I helped it out against Tinglu, just to negate its ability basically, is so nice. Actually, come to think of it, yeah, Ability Shield would actually stop. I think it should stop the special attack drop then from Tinglu. I think. I haven't read the. I can't remember what. I can't read the Ability Shield. Like no. Ability Shield stops abilities from being turned off. I'm pretty sure. No, it ignores the effect of abilities. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, this seems to do really well. The fact that Tornadoes gets no escape, absolutely amazing. Yeah, it also, actually to be fair, it does also give Bramblegast a defense boost if it is terrorized, so I just realized that looking at it now, with both the ice symbols next to each other. But yeah, that was a cool thing, which I wish I noticed during the battle. I don't think it mattered much, because Bramblegast did not take many hits, but there you go. But yeah. With that said, try out the team if you like. The code is over there. By the way, the camera is flipped. I haven't done this in a while with the hands, so I forgot. But yeah, if you want to try the team out, the code is over that way. Wow, I got it right this time. It's very fun. It is kind of mashup dependent because of Wide Guard, but also you have Taunt with Taunt. That's not too bad. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Comment any fun ideas for teams. I see a lot of fun ideas while on the ladder, just run about, just on its own, really. So it'd be cool to see what you guys come up with as well. If you end up commenting anything, I guess I'll see. But yeah, like the video if you did, helps me out. It's free. Same goes for subscribing. Also helps me out, and it's also free. Cool to get to the end. Get to 100 subs by the end of the year. Don't know if that's possible, but we'll see. But yeah, with that said, have a good rest of your day. See ya.